Hey guys, I'm just going to give you a brief little tour of our latest Rabbittat, where we keep all of our rabbits. As you can see, we've got multiple layers of fencing here. There's one of our dogs over here who's very interested in what's going on in there. And he did in fact get a hold of one before we built all of the security perimeter fence, and that was the end of it. But we got it pretty locked down now and haven't had a problem since. So let's head inside here. This was our original structure, and did a pretty good job. We got a hemp roof, which has been really nice. We went through a couple of tarps and they didn't last very long with the wind, but the hemp's held up just fine. We've got two areas in here, one where the buck usually hangs out, except he was getting pretty jittery in there by himself. Actually, you can see him here digging. That's our buck right there in front digging. And then over here we've got all of the females. They've got some little play areas in there. And just recently we built these modular boxes here. I built them to all be 2 feet tall and 2 feet wide, so that really it's just kind of like a Lego set. You just put these panels together and you can take them apart and use them however you want, and we've got a whole bunch of materials to build more. So these are all the bucks. And you can see there's the little tube that connects the two areas. However, it's closed off right now so that they can't go between. Now this thing here we actually bought on the internet, and it worked out just right actually, because it's got the same dimensions. So instead of putting a door like there is down here, we just left that door off and we just connected it to the other part of our rabbit structure. And so that's been working out great. So there you have it. Lots of rabbits. Yay. And one other thing I wanted to share with you guys is that we're doing our rabbit setup quite a bit differently than other setups I've seen. We're really not doing this for profit. We're basically doing this as kind of a hobby. They are meat rabbits and we have eaten some of them. But you can see that they have dirt in their cage and they've got tunnels in there. They can dig around and kind of modify the place how they like. There is actually a tunnel underneath this tube, and actually a couple tunnels in there. They like to go down in the ground there. And what we did was we actually surrounded the whole structure with these planter boxes, which is great because the manure is right next to the boxes, so it's really easy to fertilize the boxes. And what we did to keep them from digging their way out of there is we lined the bottom with hardware cloth, and then we covered it with dirt. So actually they have a couple feet that they can dig down and they can't actually ever dig out. And that's worked out really nicely.